It was an amazing experience meeting Jack Nadel today. Just a tremendous inspiration as a veteran entrepreneur to see everything he's accomplished in his life and sort of what's inspired him and how he's dealt with some of the issues that come along with being an entrepreneur that we're currently dealing with, Brian and I. So you know, it was great to chat with him and know that somebody's kind of made it through that whole journey, and now look at where he is at the end, and the fact that he is now kind of giving back to the community by writing and sort of meeting with young entrepreneurs like me and Brian and really passing down the wisdom. And so it meant a lot to me.
I know with me it's the same thing. It's nice to meet somebody not only who is going through what Greg and I are going through, but that really has that full 60 years of experience. I mean, there's not a lot of people who have that out there. So just having him kind of give that very advice that has worked throughout the years that we can really kind of hold on to and really kind of prosper forward is really something truly unique. And with the fact that he survived as many missions as he did, being part of the B-29 bomb squad over the Japan, and then being able to go through 60 years of successful businesses is just kind of advice you just don't find. In the book, one of the ones that rang true with me was that never negotiate in fear, which I found was actually really interesting. He was being kind of cornered by somebody in business and stuff like that, and he said, "Don't be afraid to walk away." The other thing too, which I thought was pretty funny, when he said, he'll tell 100, he'll have an idea and 100 people will tell him that he's crazy. And that kind of made me feel a little bit better, because I ran into 1,000 people who told me I'm crazy. So it is nice to hear that that entrepreneurs kind of experience that. So
yeah, and I think in the startup community, it's very much that culture of you're crazy until you're a genius. And obviously this guy's a genius. He's accomplished some unbelievable things, and to hear that people were calling him crazy too. Not sitting here to say that I'll ever be a genius, but it was great to kind of hear that from him.
I know with me, like, I wake up every other morning like scared out of my mind if I'm going to be able to pay bills in the future. So I mean, how did you feel like when you were starting, when that first started to get going?
I never felt anxiety, because when I did that, I was single, I had no children, and what are they going to do? I mean, how can they hurt me? Yeah. You've been shot at already. So you lose a few bucks or some time, and you can face the fact that it can fail. So what? I mean, you still got both arms and both legs.
To follow up what you said, I'm terrified constantly.
Yeah.
I wake up with the same fears that you do. So I mean, that's bravo, to him on that one, because I definitely have fears.
But it's nice to put it in perspective. Like,
yeah,
we've
totally
been shot at. Like, much more can we be afraid of? So. It's nice to know that I'm not the only one out there, and that's what I kind of feel like sometimes. It's like I feel like I'm the only veteran really starting a business, and there's not a lot of people who understand the things that I'm going through. So just kind of knowing that Greg has gone through some of the similar things that I've gone through is just comforting.
You were talking to some points that I know in me I was feeling a lot through this last 16 months of developing this, and it was interesting. Like, things you were saying were definitely resonating, and definitely were the same experience. And especially when you get the things that are very much focused on veteran entrepreneurs and veteran-owned businesses. Our military experience is going to allow us to do a lot of things that we want to do with our lives, and is really helping our business, and would never hurt it. That's comforting to see that there's other guys out there that are taking that approach as well. So
yeah, and it's also interesting too, because even from the military perspective, there's a lot of people who stay in for 20 years. And then when you say, I want to start my own business, they're like, well, you're not going to go get a regular desk job. And that was something that, really kind of made me feel like, man, am I making the right decision? But, when you see people like Jack, who has been in business for 60 years and, have a putting green in their backyard, like, that is comforting, and it is promising.
From the bottom of my heart, thanks to the Jonas Project for setting this up. I mean, it's a truly unique experience. I wouldn't be here today without the Jonas Project. honestly, I wouldn't be founding a company and launching our product next month without the Jonas Project. So for everybody that hasn't really fully conceptualized the value that the Jonas Project brings, I mean, I'll put my phone number on the video here, and you can call me because it's truly a lot of unique experiences and 100% the result of my affiliation with the Jonas Project.
There's so many things that I've done so far that they've offered. I mean, just this experience alone, just knowing that I have somebody to call, like if I've got a question, and the amount of resources that are available. I mean, I have advisors that I meet with on a weekly basis now. I have individuals that that have been giving me free help with terms of legal services, or just with my website, things that I would have never had access to. I have access to now. So I am very glad that I'm part of the Jonas Project. I don't know where I would be right now without their backing.
But you're both going with two original concepts. You're like an explorer with a machete. You're not going down a paved road. You're hacking away.
Yeah.
And something will come up every time that you don't know, and you just got to deal with it.
Yeah.